Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Black is She TV, with your girl Jasmine Ivory. I know I did an update video about 2 or 3 days ago. I think it was on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, late at night, and I just kind of, once again, gave y'all an update on what was going on with me and yeah, where I've been, what I've been doing, and the decisions that I need to make. I feel like I've come to a decision on what I'm going to do, but I'll share that again later because I'm not yet ready to talk about it fully. But I'll be more transparent not too long from now, probably like next week, if not even by the end of this week, to be honest. It's not that big of a deal anymore. but yeah, so I'll share those things with y'all later on. But yeah, so I have made the decision to actually hop back on YouTube for one. That's one of the decisions. So I'm going to go ahead and get back on here and I will tell y'all why. So yesterday I was listening to some sermons at home, online, just some older ones that I hadn't come across. And two of my favorite people are Devon Franklin and Pastor T.D. Jakes. Now, keep in mind, I do not put anyone on a pedestal because we're all human. There has been some outrage on things that Pastor T.D. Jakes has explained or been vocal about in the past that people targeted him about and came for his neck about. So, people can say things not really meaning harm, but it can come out as being harmful, which is where my grace becomes extended because I'm like, people are people. Sometimes they say things and it's misunderstood. So you never know what the message was or what the context was and how it meant to come out. So I show everyone grace, and I'm not that type of person to hold on to things like that because we all make mistakes. Like I said, like, we're human, we all do it. And so I don't put anyone on a pedestal because at any given moment he can say something, or Devon can say something to like hurt people's feelings unintentionally, or anybody could disappoint you at any given moment, at any second, at any period of your life, right? So I hold no one on a pedestal, and I forgive people and I show grace and mercy when necessary, which is almost all the time. So anywho, I say that as a backdrop to say, yes, I listen to them, and quite frankly, to be honest, I'm actually really just starting to get engulfed and engaged in Pastor T.D. Jakes' sermons and messages, only because I'm the type of person where I'm very, very peculiar, and I'm very cautious as to who I listen to and whose messages I'm taking in, because let me tell y'all know, y'all been seeing it. If y'all living on this earth and y'all are very religious or into spirituality and things like that and believe in God in general, y'all have seen some of these pastors out here acting a fool. Some pastors being taking money, some pastors buying themselves luxurious cars and homes and planes. And not to say that anyone in general don't deserve those things, but when you're buying these extravagant and luxurious lifestyles and putting on this or portraying this lifestyle, people do start to side eye you. But not only that, it's just people, even when they preach, the way that they preach is coming from an ego and not really a spiritual place, not really a place of true and pure righteousness. So I'm very, very cautious. I used to post someone on my stories, on my Instagram stories, on my personal page at Jasmine Ivory. I used to post this one pastor and then I stopped posting. So when y'all see me post people and then you are confused as to why I no longer post them, is because God is revealing the truth about them to me on a daily basis, and I can see right through them. They become very transparent to me, and I don't agree with where they're preaching from and the place and the space in which they're preaching from, because yeah, a lot of it is very much egotistical, and that's not godly. It's not godly at all. So I'm very cautious as to who I lean forward to and who I allow to get up in my ear about certain things and certain perspectives and outlooks and things of that sort. So yeah, when y'all be seeing me post people, and that's for anyone, whether it's a global speaker, a lead speaker, or pastors, preachers, celebrities, public figures and stuff like that, or just everyday people, when you see me post them and then I no longer do, yeah, that's more than likely why. So anyway, once again, I say all that to say I'm very cautious with who I listen to. So if I'm listening to you, that means my spirit is telling me You are right. You A1. Like, you are preaching from a place and speaking from a place of pureness, wholeness, truth, righteousness, and godliness. And those are two people thus far who have been consistent with that. And I appreciate that, regardless of how anybody else feels and how they feel that these two individuals should conduct their preaching behaviors and their ways. I am who I am. Other people are who they are. And we have the right to agree to disagree on some things. And so, anywho, I was listening to Pastor T.D. Jakes, and as I was listening to him, because I actually listened to both of those gentlemen back to back. So T.D. Jakes was first, and then Devon Franklin was second. And the sermon that I listened to about Devon Franklin was 1 of 1 part 2, and I had already watched part 1, so I went back and watched that part. But again, anyways, before that sermon, I was listening to Pastor T.D. Jakes, and his pertained to the conception of faith. That was the title of his sermon, the conception of faith. So anyways, while I was listening to his sermon, I'm talking fast, y'all. While I was listening to his sermon, there we go. You know, and I don't know if it was just me confronting myself and me just like having a wake up moment, light bulb on moment for myself, or if it was the Spirit speaking to me through that sermon. And I'll let y'all in on something. I promise you, I kid you not, every time I'm going through something, I swear to you, God moves through Pastor T.D. Jakes to give me my confirmation that that message was for me. I kid you not, y'all. Every time I'm going through something, this man come out with a sermon the next day about everything that I'm going through. So that's kind of why I listen to him too, because I'm like, Lord, you have not failed me yet by speaking through this man, because how in the world does he know this is what I'm going through at this exact time and this exact moment of my life? What? You have got to be kidding me. And I was talking to my auntie. Y'all know I love my aunties now. My auntie, my aunties and my uncles and in my family on my mama's side. That Ivory family, gang. But anywho, before I get off subject, like I was talking to my auntie about everything that I was going through. And I had to tell her, I'm like, girl, why did I listen to Pastor T.D. Jakes? Which is someone she also listens to, but she attends her own personal church in Georgia. But she also listens to other sermons and stuff outside of just your regular Sunday service, because church is Monday through Sunday, you know. So we all be on the same level and on the same playing field when it comes to religion and spirituality and stuff like that. But in Christ and God and the Lord. But yeah, so I have to tell her, like, girl, this man be in my head. And I don't know how to really feel about it. Because I'm like, I be getting called out. Like, I be so seen. And I know it don't be nobody but the work of the Lord. So that's kind of why I gear towards him too. Like towards Pastor T.D. Jakes. So I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way. And I'll talk about another sermon that he had, y'all, that I almost threw my phone on. I almost threw my phone. Because I was listening to this man's service a while ago. And it was about something that I had experienced years ago. But it was still just that confirmation. It was always like a question that was gnawing at me personally. And I'm like, how do I know that was really what happened? How do I know that was true? Like, how do I know this for real? Maybe I'm just a little, maybe I'm off. Maybe I'm tripping. I kid you not, that man preached about that sermon. I watched that sermon about a month and a half ago. And it's still resonating with me because I'm like, this man be in my head. But I know it be from God, like directly from God, just getting out the message, infiltrating the message through Pastor T.D. Jakes. So I'd be like, what? But anyways, y'all. So yeah, yesterday I was watching the Conception of Faith sermon by Pastor T.D. Jakes. Let's get back on topic here, Jazz. And but all of it is relevant. So anyway, yeah, I'm watching that. And then, like I said, I don't know. It was just like the Spirit talking to me, or if it was just like my own conviction of what I've been going through and the trials and stuff that I've been, you know, moving through. And two words came across my mind as I was listening to his sermon. The first word was obedience. And the second word, or the second sentence, was get over yourself. Obedience and get over yourself. I'll say it for one more time, third time's a charm. Obedience and get over yourself. Yeah. Y'all. I'm saying everything 3 times because I'm like, for real, that's just how taken back I was. I was just like, I almost hopped up and sat straight in the bed like one of those crawl back things, and you sit up. That's really how I wanted my reaction to be. Now, of course, I didn't do that, but that's how the inside of me was feeling like, whoop, he got me straight. Let me gather myself. He gathered me real quick. Let me gather myself because he got me straight. Like, what? Bro, because it's like I was being disobedient, and this isn't the first time that this has happened to me. Like, I started, like, I can be getting a very emotional person, and as the women, we're just emotional anyways, but I become spiritually and just personally emotional in ways that kind of make a shift, and not a good shift, but like a negative shift with me. I get so deep in my emotions that I just become stagnant, and I pull back, I withdraw a lot. And I wasn't posting my videos. I wasn't, and that's where obedience came in. Like, regardless of how I was feeling, my obedience comes to the Lord first, in spite of my own emotions. Like, I have to be obedient to him and put out videos, regardless of how I'm feeling, you know? Because that's part of my purpose. That's part of my healing process. And that's part of my relationship and how I actually draw closer and stronger with God, by doing my own videos and releasing things that I know I should be releasing, if not only for myself, then for others as well, and for God. Like, obedience looks good in God's eyes. Like, that's something that is shined upon on in his eyes. So to be obedient, like, in spite of how I'm feeling, that's a priority. It's a requirement. It's mandatory. It's not a choice that I get to make to not do that, you know? So one, that falls under obedience. And so it's like, I was not posting videos, as I explained to y'all, and I wasn't. And that's just how I get. And it's not necessarily, like I said, a good thing, but it is my truth. It's how I get. And I just was like laying in bed all day, ain't gonna lie. And then that was making me even more frustrated and even more angry, because it's like, I know that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I know that's partially like my sobbiness and sappiness. I was kind of paying for it in emotion because I was being disobedient. Like, so it just kept digging me further and further and further down this rabbit hole that just simply wasn't getting me anywhere. And that's something that I will probably always have to work on, and I'm okay with that. But it's just the fact that I know I am continuously working on that, and that I will be making progress that will ultimately bring me gratification and peace, you know? So something that I'm going to work on. But yeah, I just got in this stupor, and I was just like, I'm not doing this. I don't feel like doing this. I really do not care to do this. And whatever is basically, I was telling God, you know, not intentionally, but when you look at it, it's really like telling God, to heck with you. And who am I? That's why I said get over yourself was the second thing that came across my head, because it's like, who do you think you are? Jasmine Janetra, that's my god's sister first name, y'all. Jasmine Janetra Ivory. Like, who do you think you are? So really, it's technically Jasmine Janetra Jones, or Jasmine Janetra Ivory Jones. I don't know why I'm sharing that, but anywho, if I want to call myself out by my full government name of what I feel like it should really be, because my daddy's last name is Jones, y'all. My mom's maiden name is actually Ivory. I don't know why it was never switched over, but I have her last name, not my dad's. So technically, it's supposed to be Jasmine Janetra Jones. But anywho, again, back on track. Jasmine Janetra Ivory Jones. Like, who do you think you are to be disobedient to God? Girl, who do you think you are? I can laugh. I'm laughing at it now. Like, and I really haven't laughed at it, but now it's just like, as I get on here to talk to y'all, just like, girl, who do you think you are? Stupid. Like, yeah, girl, I'm about to cry laughing. Y'all know I'm sensitive. I even cry when I laugh, y'all. I'm very fragile. So anything I do is like lead to tears somehow. Even in, like I said, crying, laughing. Yeah, but for real, girl, who you think you are? Who do you think you are? who do you think you are? Like, what? Like, what? I need to make a book for dummies who think being disobedient will serve them. Like, dodo bird. But like, for real, like, what? Who did I think I was? Who do I think I am? Bring it down some notches, sister girl. That's what my uncle called my mama. Bring it down, sister girl. Like, what? Who? Me? Like, who do I think I am? Who do I think I am? Who do I think I am? To not be obedient to God, to Christ. Like, the Lord of Lords, King of Kings, the I am of all I ams. Who do I think I am to be disobedient to my calling, part of my purpose? Like, and then the crazy part is when I do videos, it's actually therapeutic for me. Like, so many things I find therapeutic for me. And when I did that video on Sunday, it's like something woke up in me, and it was just like, this actually brings me peace, because I know that is part of my calling and part of my obedience unto God. So I'm sitting up here mad and angry because I'm being disobedient, knowing I'm being disobedient. So I'm not getting pulled out of what I need to be getting pulled out of. I'm getting further deeper into it because I'm just being stupid and knowing that I'm supposed to be being obedient. Like, girl. And I don't know who this is for right now, who needs to see this to, realize and snap out of who they think they are. But y'all, get back to it. Whatever it is that you're like, I'm just tired. I just want to give up. I'm just over it. Like, my goodness gets taken for granted. My kindness gets mistaken for weakness. Like, hey y'all, I am back on here. Of course, when the message is trying to come out, my phone storage goes full. But I had to go delete some stuff because I'll be recording from my iPhone, y'all. I do have a camera that my uncle is letting me use, but I have to do some more research to see how to get good quality from it and how to do my settings properly and stuff like that, and focus and lighting and stillness and making sure that it's not grainy. But anyways, and I'm still doing the same research for my iPhone. So if anybody's out there that does not mind like helping someone, please help me, because I don't know the right settings. I have been YouTubing and stuff, but I still feel like there's always a little bit of blurriness when it's all said and done. I'm like, oh, that's a bummer, because I want my videos to be crisp and have good quality so y'all can actually enjoy and not worry about the background stuff. But anyways, back on here. So what I was saying is, I rebuke the enemy in the name of Jesus. It's just, so I didn't know who that message was for outside of myself. But if y'all are in that stumper and that stupor where you're just like, I don't care, like, I'm so tired of people playing with me and just feeling like just because I serve Christ that they can just treat me any old kind of way, or I'm just tired of my goodness being taken for granted, or my kindness being mistaken for a weakness, and it's not. If you're in that stupor and you're feeling bad and sorry for yourself, just plain and simple, get up. Get out of it, because that's where the enemy wants you to be. And once he gets you there, if you're not stronghold or in the threshold of Christ, he will keep you there. And like I said on my previous video, don't ever like to give him credit, but I'm not going to sit up here and act like he don't be working at the same time. So when he gets you down and out and you allow him to keep you there, and you don't call out to that name of Jesus and ask him to rescue you right now, the enemy will constantly play on you. So get up, get out of that slumber. It's okay. My aunt always tells me this too. Like, it's okay to, visit that sad place, to visit that pity party and stuff. But after a while, as in soon, you're going to have to get up out of it, because if not, you're going to be there longer than you anticipate, and it's not going to get any better. So get up, get out, stand up, stand strong with your head held high. process those emotions, endure those feelings, but also know when to release them and to keep going and to carry on about your days to come. So yeah, that's just for me, for myself, and then also for whoever else needs this, as I just mentioned before. Yeah, because y'all got this. And it's just like, who do we think we are? We are not the first people that have been done wrong. We won't be the last. Um, we're not the first people to feel these emotions. We won't be the last. And when you think about it, there are people who are going through worse things than you. So you think that this one little scenario is something to be pissed off about or upset about or angry about. And there's people out here who have lost two parents, and then on top of maybe another family member or relatives, or you just never know what other people are going through. It's somebody right now who are laying on the side of concrete as their bed, like laying on concrete as their bed. Meanwhile, you're able to function and still lay inside of a house with a roof over your head in your bed to have a pity party. So, just you gotta be strong. And it's just like, I promise, during that sermon, it's just like that scripture just hit me. It's just like, you will rise like an eagle. Like, rise up, because God put that in us to always rise up and rise to the occasion and overcome every trial that we go through. Just rise up, okay, period, point blank, period. However you need to, whether that's getting back, putting on your running shoes, going to take a jog, meditating like I've been doing, get you a yoga mat off of Amazon and do some yoga, some meditation, go to Pilates classes, which I'm getting ready to put myself in. Like, do something that's going to also benefit you health-wise, or however you feel, like anything that's going to benefit you for your well-being. For me, I like to do things that's going to help me mentally as well as physically. So getting in shape and toning up and stuff like that. So I'm going to gear towards something or activities that can that lean towards that, getting my body and stuff and making sure I stay intact. So keeping my body right, but so yeah, just getting involved and stuff like that. Get into the community. I have some other stuff that I'm getting ready to do too that I don't want to share on here right now, but getting involved in the community. Like, if you're very passionate about helping Black people and the youth and stuff like that, get involved. Go to one of these youth centers, and I'm taking my own advice. Like, go to one of these youth centers and see how you can register to volunteer, to just help any way that you can. That's another thing that'll help you release your frustration, because that you're supposed to be out here doing work, like grinding, doing work, doing everything that God has placed on your mind, your heart, and spirit to do. Like, do it, and you're not implementing it. So that's why you're also frustrated. When it's all said and done, that's more than likely that's the root cause, and then everything else around you caused a trigger, and then like triggered you, and then it also brought you back to that state of frustration, except it doubled it. So just do what you're supposed to do, and do what you're supposed to do. Don't make excuses. Oh, I don't have a car. You better take a bus. There's Uber. If you got a job and no car, you can call Uber to go take you where you need to be. Like, there's all kind of ways. We have to stop making excuses, and that's note to self as well. Like, I have to stop making excuses too. Like, I don't talk about anything or preach anything that I am not taking heed to myself or working on myself and getting better at myself. So yeah, just it's stuff to do out here. You got to keep living life. You got to keep going, keep persevering. Like, blah. You got to keep going, keep persevering. Like, there's life to do. There's life to live. There's stuff to do, things to do, stuff that, other people out here need you. It is bigger than you. So you can't just sap and sob and stuff like that. Yes, give yourself a mental break and, recollect your thoughts and process things and, relinquish those things, release those things, and just let it be. And then also the message on that too is just like, God was just telling me in his own way, like, again, who do you think you are? Like, who do you think you are to doubt that I can get you out of this situation, or I can move through that I can move through this situation on your behalf? Who do you think you are to be disobedient to me as if I wasn't there for you before, when you were in a dark time and in a dark space in your life, and I helped you pull through that, like I carried you through that? Who do you think you are to not believe that I am the God who was, who is, and will forever be, and will forever reign? To not be with you when you're going through these things that you're going through, whether it's good or bad. Like, who do you think you are to, in a sense, doubt me? So that's something that I had to look at too. I'm like, oh, like he just said, boop. I'm like, oh, let me check. Is my nose bleeding? Let me check. Cause God, I'm just like bobbing and weaving over here, and God be like, boop. I be like, oh, boop. Okay, chill, bro, chill, cuz, chill, boom. Security, security, security. But where is it? Because I need it like man down, man down, man down. Okay, God, just be like, boom, boom, putting me to sleep over here. I'll be like, just chill, good, chill, bruh. Okay, homie, I got you. Like, what's good? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Like, it's just chill. I'll be like, stop flexing on me, bro. Stop. Okay, you got me. You caught me. You jabbed me a bit. You jabbed me into reality. Like, let me bounce back. You got me. You got me. I got you. I feel you. Like, just chill. You know, but he be flexing on you, girl. Like, just chill, bro. I hear you loud and clear. So I'll be like, man, he just be handing it to me. I'll be like, okay, checkmate. Let me breathe. Let me be. I'm gonna bounce back out of this. You're right. Let me snap up out of this. Who do I think I am? Like, point in case, be obedient. Even when you don't feel like it, even when you feel like you're just tired and you're at the end of your brim, just, you got this. I promise. Like, we got this. I got this. Y'all got this. And for the devil is defeated. We are blessed. Everybody say blessed. Blessed. Y'all know what song I'm talking about. But if you listen to Black Gospel, blessed. Blessed. We're blessed in the city. We're blessed in the field. I need to call my cousin here so she can sing for y'all. We're blessed, because I can't give it how she give. But yeah, she can sing, play the guitar. I mean, absolutely amazing. I'm forever in awe of her. And I tell her that all the time. I don't think she thinks that I'm serious or believes that I'll be serious. But I'm like, you're such a light. Like, I can't even fathom. Like, I wish. How are y'all so like artistic? Like, how are y'all so into the arts? She's very into the arts. I'm in arts in my own way, like with braiding and creativity in my own way. Like the posts and stuff that I create, I'm artistic in that way. But when I say this girl is amazing, she don't even be seeing how amazing she is. And like, we're 6 months apart, and she just turned 34. I'll be 34 in January. But I'll be like, girl, I be thinking I'm doing something, and when I be around them and my uncle, I be like, girl, you ain't do nothing. Like, it's literally, this is my uncle's studio that I'm currently in. His wife has her own studio, which that's where they get it from, because she's very into art. She paints and everything, any painting, and I'll show it maybe later on in another video. Any painting that she does or that you see around the house, if I'm recording somewhere, you see a painting, she has painted that. She even painted my other cousin, her younger daughter. She painted the thingy that she has for her picture frame in her living room. She painted that. Like, amazing. So they have their own studios, and like in the back of my uncle's, that's another door that leads to a whole nother studio. So I'm in the front part of his studio. He has the back part of his studio. This is their back house, and then their actual house is over here. Y'all, he has computer monitors in there that he's built from the ground up. Computer monitors that he has built from the ground freaking up, piece by piece, part by part, that he actually works on. All of these books. This bookshelf actually goes all the way over here. There he is. This is not even all of them. His wife made him get rid of like 100 other ones. But and as y'all know, like I mentioned in my previous video, he's a former pastor. He went to what is the school that they go to learn how to preach, seminary school and stuff like that. He's been to all of that, and so he reads these, like has read all of these books. And y'all see that Bible right there, right here, the black one. Yep, that black book, that's the Bible. Like, when I be around them, I be like, girl, you're a joke. Like, what you think you be doing? Oh, okay. That's why I say, anytime I start trying to feel myself, God be like, That's why I just be humble. That's why I just be humble, because God gonna always remind me to stay humble, because I'm like, girl, where you think you are? Look at the people you around. You ain't done nothing yet. Like, I feel like I have done 0 things in my life, and I have done some things. And I'm just like, they're so minute compared to what I am looking at every day, and my cousins and their mom and my uncle, like, even my other aunts on my mom's side, even my mama and my daddy. I'd be like, girl, you are a little ant. Get started, because you ain't done nothing yet. Ow. Like, what's it? But yeah, so I'm just be like, I just be surrounded by so much like creativity and wisdom. Y'all think I have some wisdom? Y'all ain't seen wisdom. So you come around and have a conversation with my daddy and my uncle on my mama's side, like, that's wisdom. Like, and my aunties on my mama's side, that's wisdom. Like, y'all have no idea. I'd be like, bro. But yeah, I'd just be like, girl, yeah, I got this. We got this. And that's what I came on here to say. I may do another video after this. I do have something I have to go shoot at this school. It's just something personal that I'm doing. I can make that another post for y'all on Black Is She TV Instagram page. That is mine. And so yeah, just something that I want to do for y'all. And again, my creative side, and just how I am and who I am to the core, and what I like to do, and how I think. Actually, a lot of my text and stuff is a reflection of how I think, to be honest, and everything that's embedded in here, and that things that I have to pull and organize and strategize and write down, so I can see exactly how I want to post certain things, and how I want to bring certain things to life and bring the realness to it, because that's what we like to see, right? Realness, and vulnerability, even like realness and vulnerability. That's what it is, and that's really who I am. And because I feel like being vulnerable is very scary, but heck, I done put about 40 some videos on YouTube, so that vulnerability is out the window at this point. Sorry if y'all hear somebody mowing or like a lawnmower. That's the neighbors on the back end. The houses here are so close together in California where they live, and literally you can hear everything from everybody else's. You might as well live in an apartment, but I'm not knocking their house. It's just like, really close, and you can hear everything. And this is the neighbor on the back, and you can hear him on his lawn, so it is that close. But anywho, I apologize for that noise. And but yeah, so practically, basically, yeah, vulnerability is out the door with, as far as that goes. But it's still, I'll be vulnerable little by little. I can't give it to y'all all at once, because I'm very much a protector of myself and my family and anyone who surrounds me, that comes into my life. So I'm very protective of that, and myself and them. And but I'll release little by little. If y'all haven't been able to tell by now, like, I'll release, you know, a little bit about me and more of my background and my family's background and stuff like that in due time. Patience is key, y'all. Patience is key. But yeah, that's what I came out here to say. Overall, in summary, just like, be obedient no matter what you're going through. Just to reiterate everything that I've gone over. Be obedient and get over yourself. Get over yourself. Emotions are just that, emotions. They come and go. They resurface, they leave. And just let it be. Just let them be free. Just let them float away from you. And just be like, okay, I gotta let this go. I gotta rid this anger. And to be honest, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Even right now, as I'm doing this video, I still can't say that I'm all the way over it. But I know I need to let it go. Like, whatever happened, like, I need to let it go. Let it go. Truly let it go from my brain. Because this is a temple. Everything about you is a temple. But this, bro, I have a post that I'm gonna post regarding this, and how important and imperative it is to keep it intact, like your mind, your brain, to keep it intact, to keep it functional, to keep it focused on positive things versus negative, and to just learn the importance of letting things go from it. Because is so important. It's so imperative. Like, I can't explain it enough, like how important it is, how significant it is to keep this intact. But yeah, that was a lot. And yeah, that's all I came on here to say. I'm gonna do another video. Yeah, I'll go ahead and knock out another video. So if y'all see me in this back to back or multiple times, is because I chose to make different videos within this one setting and just get them over with, because that's also what's kind of clogging my mind. Like, y'all, I already tell y'all, like, everything be stored up here. And so it's just like, I have so much to say, so much to release, so much to talk about, so many things that I've been thinking about and processing and just, you know, resonating on. Like, it's a lot. So yeah, I just need to get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out. But okay, yeah. Bye, y'all. Until next time, which is going to be the video after this one. Yeah. Bye. Love y'all. And y'all got this. Y'all will do well. And we got this. I'm happy I'm back happy. I'm happy that I'm releasing this stuff, even though I'm still not over the situation. I'm happy for myself. I'm proud of myself. Progress. Little by little, day by day, second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour. It's all you can do. It's all you can ask from yourself. And that's all you can hope for, you know, progress. So, bye.